Hello guys, today is Monday the 28th of November 2022. Had a busy morning so I didn't get to trade, but I'm going to take a few minutes right now and show you guys the simplest, quickest, easiest, completely free way to simulate trading the futures, to get a feel for the market, to practice relatively realistically for absolutely nothing. Now I'm on this side today because there's some important stuff going to be happening on that side. What we're going to start at, you're used to seeing my chart like this, right? This is my Tradingview charts. So what we're going to use is a completely free version of Tradingview. Now, this is what the page looks like whenever you open it up. One thing I will mention, if you're at all interested in Tradingview one way or the other, there's a link down there. Click that, and that will give you their absolutely best price of the year if you're interested in anything paid, and if you're not, it will bring you to the free version. Either way is absolutely fine. But I always tell people, if you want a paid version of TradingView, the best time of the year to get it is always Black Friday. You can either get it or you can renew early, and you always get the best price of the year. But that's for some of you guys who are a little bit further along. We're going to talk about just starting right out flat from nothing here. So when you first open up a chart, this is what you're going to get. Very ugly white chart of Apple. You can create a free account, which I've already done. Okay, so now I'm in and I have one saved layout, which is right here. Manage layouts, and it's called Practice. And I've changed all my stuff in it. So I'm going to click on it, and it's going to bring me a really nice black chart. I'm going to have to click auto here to bring the price back. There's all kinds of different things you can change in here, which I'll get into in a minute. I'm not going to go super in-depth here, though I can make another video that is super in-depth if you would like. The whole thing about learning to trade the futures is, in order to get live futures data, you have to have a funded trading account, and it doesn't have to have a lot, but it's got to have whatever the minimum is, $400, $500 or something. And you got to have a paid data subscription. The thing is, that costs money. That is the best way to do it. No questions. It is the best way to do it. But if you want to just give this a try and get a feel for it, if something that you're even interested in, rather than trying to trade Forex that moves slower than molasses, and you want to try day trading something that moves, this is a great way to do it. Now, there's a few things that are important to get set up somewhat realistic for trading futures. First of all, TradingView has gotten an awful lot better for trading futures. They've really kind of gone after futures traders, and they have a lot better functionality for the kind of things that we need right now. It's not quite where I like it to trade on it live, but it's getting there, and it's certainly good enough to learn on. First of all, we're going to look at the instrument because this is extremely important. This is the instrument that you want. SPX 500 USD. Now this is a Forex feed, a CFD feed, and those feeds are all free. Say if I was on Apple, all right? Like you start off, this is now Apple. See how quickly I changed it? All you have to do to change the symbol is just click on the chart and start typing what you want, SPX 500 USD. There it is. Bang. Oanda. Click. There's an S&P 500 chart right there. I have it as a 1 minute chart right now, which is fine. You may want to practice with a 5 minute or a 1 minute. I like using 2 minutes. You can't get 2 minutes on this for free, but 5 minute and 1 minute is quite fine. So you notice on here, green means that we've got live data, and the red means we've only got one update per second. Again, it's free, and you're not trading real money, so who cares? It's perfect. There's a couple things on here we're going to change to fit futures trading. Right-click on the back, open up the chart settings. Now, there's a number of things you can customize, okay? The symbol, this is the candles, the colors of the candles and everything. Another really cool thing is you can just throw on the previous day close by clicking that, okay? You can throw on the previous day's high and low by clicking that and this plot on the chart. Now, I'm going to leave that off for right now, but you can do that quite easily. Status line, that's up here. And you want the ticker and description, I think, is the easiest, because then you can never forget what this is if you have to type it again. What's more important, so we get down to appearance here. The grid lines, I don't like grid lines. Maybe you do, and that's fine. You don't have to worry about changing them to black. All it is just turning the opacity down. They can be any color you want. You just turn the opacity down to 0, and they disappear. If you want to show the session breaks, click that. It's not going to show it on here because this is a 1 minute chart. But say if we wanted to have a 4-hour chart, all you do up here is click on here and we go to a 4-hour chart. Now we've got a 4-hour chart that covers multiple days. We want to show our session breaks. We just click this, they appear. Click it again, they disappear. Really, really nice and easy to use. More importantly, down here, we're going to go over trading. Now, the buy and sell buttons are going to be on by default. These things over here, I'd turn those off. You want instant order placement on. You want sounds on. You want to make sure that your positions are on because that's going to show where your positions are. Profit and loss, reverse button, you may want to leave that off. Honestly, that'd be a great thing to leave off. For now, let's leave that off. You want to show your orders. You want to show your profit and loss and your bracket profit and loss. That's like in your open orders, profit and loss. Now, I like to have it in points instead of money, but this is a little bit different and it might actually be better to leave it in money for this particular situation. And I'll tell you why in a couple of minutes, because it's the whole reason why we choose this particular S&P 500 feed. You want to make sure you have your executions on, which is where your trades are, and click executions labels. That will not be on. You should put that on because that's going to show you bought X at X price, and it'll show it right in the chart. It makes it really easy. Extended price line for positions and orders, I believe that's on by default. I would turn that off because that draws a big thick line all the way over to the edge and it just gets in the way of your price when you're trying to watch your trade. Hey guys, Editor Matt here, just editing my video, and I realized I didn't mention two things that are kind of important. Number one is this channel on here is just the regular Keltner channel indicator. It's just called KC, and I'm going to open up on the side here, you can click this to hide it or show it, and then here are the settings. Click the settings. You can pause here if you want to take a look at them. Inputs, style, visibility. And another thing that's kind of important as far as not cluttering your chart up, if you go right click and go to settings and you go to scales, symbol name is going to be selected by default. And the problem with that is if we look over here, that's where we're looking, okay? You get this great big box sticking out, and that's just confusing and in your way because it's a long symbol and you don't need that. You know what it is, it's right up here. Uncheck that, and then it makes it a lot clearer to see your price up here. Now we're pretty much ready as far as placing a trade. Now I'm going to talk about why we're leaving it as money and why we're using this exact instrument. You may know that the tick value, one tick in the ES or the micro ES, is 25 cents, right? That's the minimum price movement. That's one tick. That's kind of how we trade it. That's just the way the instrument is. You will notice if I open up a DOM, which is right here on Tradingview, very convenient, you're going to see they are in 10-cent graduations or 1/10 graduations instead of 1/4. So that's different, right? What you'll find is most of the other instruments have a wider spread than this. This has got a 3-tick 30-cent spread for the most part, which is the closest thing you can get to a 25-cent spread. It's only one tick on the futures. It may be 3 ticks on this, but it's approximately the same, and it's a little bit more, which is just as well anyway. You're better to err on the side of caution. So essentially, when you place your trade, you're automatically down a tick, just the way it works, because of the bid-ask spread. And in this case, you will be down 30 cents, as opposed to being down 25 cents in the real futures. So that's the closest analog that you can get. We're almost ready to start demo trading. But what you have to do for that is go down here and set up a paper trading account. It's really easy. All you have to do is go in here, paper trading. You click the trading panel to make it bigger. Paper trading by Tradingview. There you go. Connect. That's all you have to do. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go over here and reset paper trading account, and you're going to get rid of this $100,000 because you're not going to start day trading with 100 grand. At least you better not. So we're going to change this to something a little bit more realistic, like say $1,000. Okay, reset, bang. I got $1,000 in my trading account now, and this is going to now allow us to execute orders over here on the DOM, and we're going to be able to keep track of them in our paper trading down here. Now, one more thing. If you're going to simulate trading one micro ES, okay, one micro ES is worth $5 per point. A point is $1 in the index, like from 39.65 to 39.66. That's 1 point. So that movement in the micro ES is worth $5. Therefore, the multiplier is 5. in the regular ES, that 1 point movement is worth $50. Okay, the multiplier is 50. This particular instrument has a one-to-one position. So when you place a trade at 65 and you close it at 66, your account will be up $1. So we're going to trade 5 units of this particular CFD instrument to be the equivalent position size dollars per point as we will actually trading 1 micro ES. So I've got this set to 5. And we've got our $1,000 account. Make sure you put commissions on. Under this same menu, commissions, it should be about 80 cents, 85 cents per round turn for micros. This calculation is per side. So I'm going to go 0.425, so 42.5 cents per side, which is going to give us, 85 cents round turn commission on this, which it will show in the calculations. So it lets you know how it's actually going to be, because you got to pay commission. If you leave your commissions off and you're doing way too many trades, you can actually be up a few points and wind up losing money, because in real life, you had to pay those commissions, so you're down on the day. This will make it much more realistic. So we just hide this, and now we're back on a 1 minute chart. Now we wheel backwards to condense the chart, wheel forward to extend it, hold the mouse button down to move this scale up and down. As long as this auto is turned off, we can just click on the chart, hold it, move it anywhere we want. And now we're going to take a trade. So just for the sake of argument, we're going to go short now. So we're going to click, in this case, sell market. There. Now we're in a trade. Now, because we've turned labels on, it shows us we sold 5 at 39.63.5. A reminder, we're going to trade 5 units of this particular instrument because this is 1-to-1, whereas the micro ES, the multiplier is 5. 1 point, $1 of movement in the index is worth $5. So $1 movement on this instrument is worth $1, so we have to trade 5 units to make it the same. If you were to trade 1 mini, you'd have to make this 50. If you were to trade 5 minis like I do, you'd make this 250. Now this shows us our trade here. Now before, with Tradingview, in order to place a stop and a target, you had to right click on here, go to protect position, click this, and go modify, and then they'd show up and then you could drag them. I didn't like that. It just took too long. The nice thing now is you've got take profit and stop loss right here. So you can drag your stop loss to where it needs to be on the chart, and you can drag your take profit to where it needs to be on the chart. Okay? And it's going to show you what your stop loss will be in dollars, what your target will be in dollars, and what your net position is right now. Okay? Now, I mentioned before, it's probably easier to leave this in dollars for this particular instrument and for any instrument that you're going to practice trade that's a CFD feed on here. Okay, and that's because it will show you ticks. If you mouse over to say 32 ticks, it also shows you your percentage of your account, which is handy too. 32 ticks doesn't do you any good as far as relating to the futures, because a tick in this is 10 cents, and a tick in the futures is 25 cents. So I just leave it in dollars for now. So we're in profit a little bit. It's coming back against us. We want to get out. Here's the flat button. There. We went flat. So we have got a closed trade here. And this shows us we sold 5 at 39.63.5. And we bought them back at 39.63.1. So we got 40 cents of movement on this. Okay. Now when we go down to paper trading, click on that. And we can, maximize this. We see the whole thing. It will show us our account balance is now $1,001.15. And if we go into here, we'll see history. This will show the orders, but the account history is what you want. It's the easiest one to understand. So we place the trade here. We have $1,000. We place the trade. We pay 42 cents in commission. So we now have $9.99.58. Okay. We close the trade at this price. We've made $2. So our balance is now this, and then we pay our commission on the way out. Okay, so then the balance after, $1,001.15. So we made $2, and we paid 85 cents commission. There. And now you've got a realistic sized account that you can practice on. You can reset it if you need to, because you're inevitably going to have disaster days, because it's not real money and just because you're learning. You want to reset it. Don't do this too often, but there will be times when you just have to do it. reset. Make sure you put it back to $1,000 like that. It's all gone. And then you just go up here, hit refresh, and you can start over again. I don't recommend doing that, but there will be times when you're learning that you're going to have a blowout day and you're just going to keep clicking and your $1,000 is going to wind up to be negative something. And you just want to start over fresh another day. That's how you do it. Again, there's a lot more to this than just this bit right here, but I hope this will be enough to get you guys started. This really is the best way that I know to accurately simulate trading the ES futures for absolutely free. This software is absolutely fantastic. I love it for charting. They have really embraced futures traders. They've added features to make it a lot better to trade futures also. I would see no problem trading futures on this, really. I like my dedicated platform for a number of reasons. I believe it's a better solution for me. But if you're trading 1 micro, even a mini, or any amount, if you just plain like the platform, this is fine too. But for learning, it is the best tool that I know of, and it's absolutely free. So anyway, guys, I'm going to get going. I hope you found that helpful. Let me know if you want me to do anything more in depth on this. If you have any particular questions, keep them coming, questions and comments. Grab my cheat sheet newsletter, daytradernextdoor.com. If you're watching this video on Cyber Monday, this sale I believe is still on until tomorrow. And the link's down there. I'm pretty sure it's still on until tomorrow. This is the absolute best time of the year to get it or renew it at a lower price. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you again soon.